Hi there, welcome to this Java tutorial from Rithus.com. In this tutorial, in this video, let's look at do-while loop and let's see an example of a do-while loop. Uh, the program which we have created in here is a very simple class which do-while loop example, and it has a method called find sum of array. What we want to do is loop around this array and we would want to find the sum and return it back. We can use different types of loops to do this problem, and probably for each loop the enhanced for loop might be the best option to use, but let's see how to do the same thing with a do while loop. Okay, and I have a sample test created for that also. I want some array using do while loop. I'm creating an instance of that particular class and calling the find sum of array method with an array. So I'm creating an array with 3 elements and I'm passing it in, so the output is 25. That's nothing but 5 plus 8 plus 12. So that's basically what I would want the output to be. Let's get started. The do while loop is a different kind of loop from all the other loops, because in a do while loop the syntax looks something of this kind. So do while condition. So this is basically a syntax of a do while loop. What you have is a keyword do and an open brace, and in between is the body of the do while loop. So this is the body of the do while loop, and you have while and the condition inside double brackets. So open bracket and close bracket. This is basically the syntax of a do while loop. The thing about a do while loop is you are assured that the body would be executed at least once. The condition check is at the end of the do while loop. So you are sure that the body of the do while loop is executed at least once. That's really different from the other kind of loops. For example, the while loop, the condition check is at the start, and the for loop also the condition check is at the start of the loop. If the condition doesn't get satisfied, there's a chance that for a while and a for loop the body doesn't get executed at all. But for a do while loop, the body gets executed at least once and more if the condition remains true. Okay, so that's enough theory. Let's get to the practical stuff. Okay, what I want to do here is calculate the sum of an array. So I'll create a variable sum. I'll initialize that to 0, the int, and then I would want to create a counter variable, because there's a while loop. I would want a counter variable also, and then I would want a very small variable to hold the length of the array also. So I'll go ahead and create those variables, array dot length. So that's basically what I want to do. What I want to do is first implement the increment. So I want to loop around the array, so I would do the increment counter plus plus, and then I want to do this while counter less than length. So what happens is that this do while loop gets executed now for the length of the array. So first, when it comes in, the counter value would be 0, counter plus plus happens, so counter becomes 1, and it compares the condition. So counter less than length is probably 3 or 4, so the condition is still true. It would go again to the body. It continues executing, looping through until the condition counter less than length becomes false. Once the counter less than length becomes false, it would go out of the loop and return whatever we have defined in here. So good. So now what we want to do in the body of the loop is actually add each value to the sum. So I would want to do sum is equal to sum plus I'll want to pick up the value from the array. So array of counter. So what this does is, as for that, when the loop is executing the counter, so when loop is having a value 0 for counter, it takes the first value of the array and adds it to sum, and then it takes the second value and adds it to sum, and third value, and so on until the end of the array. And that's how this do while loop would work, and it would run, and I would want to at the end return the sum of the sum back. So let's just do a quick run of this. Let's do a run as JUnit test. That's good. So we are able to calculate the sum of the array that we wanted to do using this, and this test has succeeded. So this is the method which we have defined, and it has correctly returned the value back. But let's do another test. What I will do is actually now pass in an empty array. So I'll pass in an empty array and I'll see if it returns 0 back. So if I pass an empty array, the sum of the array function, I would expect it to return a 0. And let's run the chain. If you see it, there is an out of bounds exception. What we are doing here is when we pass in an array of 0 length, what it does is actually the condition check doesn't happen, and it tries to fetch the values would be 0, and it tries to get the value array of 0, and there are no elements in the array, and that's why it is throwing us an exception. That's something which you should always remember, always be wary of when you use a do-while loop. The condition, the body of the loop gets executed at least once, irrespective of the condition. I mean, whether the condition is true or false. So that's something we should always be cautious about while using a do-while loop. And usually a while loop is preferred to using a do-while loop. So that's all there is about a do-while loop. Let's look at other loops in the next video. We are creating more videos as we speak, and if you want to stay updated, don't forget to click the subscribe button. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and feel free to share this video. Thanks for watching. Until next time.